There you go. But people like the live stream a lot. Like, you can't, like, I'm no better. I did that last review of that show, Chum, the movie Chum, and then, like, someone came on in with an avatar, and then let me send ask you that. Oh, we can see if he wants to come up. So I like stuff like this. I haven't really watched any anime in a while, if he wants to come up, he's always around. Like I said, I did that review of Chum, which I found out just by accident. I mean, it was ruined by one scene that was unnecessary. I mean, from a lighthearted comedy. I mean, even though it's just pretend, it's just, I don't know, it just bugged me the way they did it. It's all pretend. That part with it was just a little puppet shark. I mean, the part with the baby, that bothered me. Even though you heard that, it wasn't real when the baby was crying and stuff. It was just recording. I mean, I don't think the shark really hurt the baby, but they shouldn't even like implied that, anyways. And like I said, someone came in there. Well, Asuka was in there, and then someone came in there with another avatar, for anime avatar. And Asuka was saying, like, is that someone from Blue Lagoon? He said that is, yeah. And I was talking about my knowledge of anime. I mean, I saw some anime, but there's so much out there, because people ask me about movies, music, and all this other stuff. And I like talking about this stuff. I always have. The thing is, with streaming, there's just so much out there. And then like someone's saying, you gotta watch this show, you gotta watch this show. There's like 400 or 500 episodes. Like, oh my god, such an investment of time. And I mean, there's a new scene of I guess I saw the first season of Squid Game. I gotta watch the second one and stuff. I watched that. I gotta watch Only Murders in the Building. I saw the first episode, that's season 4 now. I gotta watch that. And I said, and then talking about anime, and then Asuka was saying you should see Cowboy Bebop, right? And I didn't know. I mean, I've heard so much about that show from Adult Swim. I know Chris Stuckman liked that show. He had like a Cowboy Bebop shirt on, right? And I was asking him about, like, okay, he hadn't seen a lot of stuff. Guys, I thought he was an expert because he hadn't seen like Akira, Wicked City, and there's so much. Angel Cop, Ghost of Shell versus the old one, or the live action one, which I haven't seen that one. Saw the anime one. Now I know there was like this Hitchcockian horror film called Perfect Blue. I remember seeing as an anime, and that was really bizarre. Seeing it as a horror film. My dad said he didn't like the girl's voice, because usually like they have like this high squeaky type voice in the anime and stuff of the women, and he didn't like that. I mean, it was a messed up movie. I remember seeing it, but just on as anime, right? It's like a one-time movie, like 83 minutes or whatever. It was a really disturbing film. I remember seeing The Wings of Enemies or something like that about space travel. That was all right. But Cowboy Bebop, I've heard about that for since Adult Swim. I'll mention that show. I never saw it. And Suga said it was only on for one season. As popular as much as I heard about that show, as popular it was, I was surprised they didn't do it like a revival of the show. And I look to see when there's episodes of it, and it's right on Hulu, right? And like Asuka was saying, it only lasted one season. There's only like 26 episodes. He said it's really good. It's easy to follow. Now, he says some of the anime is tough to follow, and I agree with him on some of that. I mean, some of it's kind of challenging, I mean, not challenging in a bad way, but I mean, sometimes they'd be hard to follow sometimes. But this one looks pretty easy to follow. I mean, it's like the whole mixture of different genres. I love the music. Like my dad, I know my dad would like the music in this show. It's really cool. I like the opening scene. He would like that, though, because it came out 98 to 99. I didn't know. I know it was on Adult Swim a lot, but I had no idea as popular as much as people talk about. I was shocked to hear it only lasted one season. I thought it was like a 5, 6, 7 to 8 season show. And Asteroid was saying there's only 26 episodes. I'll check that out. You know, um, I watched the first episode. He said usually with anime, there's usually 26 episodes every season. Well, some of the stuff. I mean, I don't know what he watches. I think there's one called Crunchyroll that has anime on it. Lots of anime on Netflix. Whole bunch of stuff. That Castle Transylvania. I don't know if that's any good or not. I heard stuff about that. And like I said, I was on Hulu. I watched Cowboy Bebop, Asteroid Blues, and I really liked it. It's a mixture of like Western plus sci-fi. I mean, because that's what Star Wars was supposed to be. Now, I mean, I told Miller about the whole thing with the poke game. He said that never happened, right? That did not happen. But I mean, I heard Star Wars came to be because George Lucas, was an established director. He did like, well, I think his first movie was THX 1138 with Robert De Niro. It was a really good movie, but I guess it flopped really bad with Robert Duvall in it. I thought it was a great movie. And then soon after, he did American Graffiti, which was a monstrous hit for him. I can't remember what else did he do before Star Wars. He might have done some other stuff that was a big hit, but I mean, THS one was a flop. I liked the movie. It was based off of a student film he did. I can see if I can find a THXX4EB or something like that. See, maybe that might be on YouTube. You never know. It's a student film. Let me check that out. Let me check out George Lucas real quick. Because before he did Star Wars, I mean, I know he did American Graffiti. I mean, he had a couple hits. Yeah, George Lucas right here. Most likely known for Star Wars, of course. Okay, director. 19 credits, okay. Damn it. Where the hell's it at? All the way to the bottom? Damn. I think I got director. Okay. Oh, Look at Life. Oh man, Electronic Labyrinth THX. Oh wow, he did some other stuff. Short. Okay, Electronic Labyrinth THX. Well, okay. Where the hell is director at? American Graffiti, he did that. And then right after that, Star Wars. Okay. But I mean, he had a hell of a time, like, trying to. Cool that you, yeah, I started Cowboy Bebop. I want to, tell you about my first impression of the show. I want to watch all episodes. I mean, I'm not going to do it tonight. I thought I'd do, like, a live stream of that. Maybe I'll go live for a half hour, 40 minutes, maybe. It'll be kind of cool. And, like, George Lucas went from, like, THS 1138, I want to see that 40B. I want to know where that's at. Oh, shit. Where am I at? Okay, George Lucas. Well, let me see that first real quick. Where the hell? I mean, maybe that's on YouTube. Maybe it ain't. I don't know. Hold on. Where at? Okay. Damn, he did a lot of stuff. About writing and whatever. But that was a student film. I don't know if that's on YouTube or what. It's like 15 minutes, 1967. Wow. Amazon. Yeah, figures. It might be on a monitor and pursuit of man race to escape through a futuristic lab. Okay. That might be, you never know, that might be available on archive, But I mean the other one like a prisoner or something like that, I like that movie. I like the way the cops looked. It was really freaky. Anyways, when he was shopping through, he was trying to do the Western outer space. And he had like this project through all these movie companies, and no one pick it up. And then he went to 20th Century Fox, and the guy said, like, not really interested. The guy, he challenged a poker game, and he said, if I win, you have to make my script or whatever, And I think he ended up getting all the licensing rights to that movie, including toys and stuff. I don't know if he did for Star Wars, but he did for Empire Strikes Back. I can't remember. And I guess 20th Century Fox didn't make that much money on those, but to my knowledge, I don't know. To my knowledge, and that's what happened. That one guy ahead of 20th Century Fox lost the poker game, and that's poker game. And that's when they decided to make Star Wars. That was a bet. He said, if I win the game, you make my move. If I don't, I'll just walk away, never bother again. And those said that never happened. That's what I read happening years ago. I always never forget it. Yeah, he did Star Wars movies. Now, I mean, this Cowboy Bebop had a mixture of Western and that, plus also film noir, with like that fancy 50s black and white stuff. I brought up, Dad said, "What are you talking about? I never heard of that before." My dad never heard of it before. That's what they classify the movies he grew up with as. I never heard of that. He asked my uncle, "Did you ever hear that film that I'm there?" He said, "No, I never heard of that before." But how my dad, and then like they used to have like these set of subcommittees about comics leading to juvenile delinquency. My dad said it never happened. My dad didn't believe me again, and that did fucking happen. Well, anyways, it's like a combination of all three. And he said it was easier to follow. Some of the anime is tough to follow. But I heard so much about Cowboy Bebop. If I'm going to watch the show, I might as well watch this one. Only 26 episodes on Hulu. And like I said, I love the music in it because I think my dad would really dig the music in it. And it has a really cool look to it. It's pretty snazzy for what it is. I would say it's definitely, I don't know, they had the F. I mean, definitely PG-13 worthy. I mean, there's cursing in it and violence. I don't know if there's enough to give it an R rating. That might be. I don't know if they had the F bomb yet. You know, I don't know if there's any nudistry in it or nudity or nudistry in it. You know, that one girl, like, you know, her cleavage was showing. That's all. But they went on a ship. Not the good ship lollipop. Cowboy Bebop's on the show, and then like his cook's making something to eat. And so we got beef and noodles or something like that. And he said, like, with what beef and noodles you called, like fake beef and noodles or something like that. Yeah. So, hey, what happened to all the money we made? And then the cook said all the money we made from last time went into that, like that plane you destroyed or something like that in a chase or something. So, I mean, they were like skipping on food and stuff. So he's really hungry. And then he's an intergalactic bounty hunter, right? And he showed this one guy that was worth like 2.5 million, whatever the monetary, what they call the monetary currency. That I can't remember what it was, a lot of loops or something like that. And he said, well, they got to talk to this guy. He's worth 2.5 million. And you see like him in a western town going in to this bar with his girlfriend. You know, everyone's looking at his girlfriend, you know. And Cowboy Bebop goes down and says, boy, I'm awfully hungry. So, and then he tries to confront him. And whenever that guy goes to the bar, the bartender says, like, all he has is like vodka with no tomato juice. And he brought a vial of this stuff with like a red line through it. And he says, are you sure about that? And he said, well, meet me out back. And then, like, he was going to give him money, but he wanted to make sure that it was like an intergalactic drug or something. He wanted to make sure it was real first. I guess, like, what you do is you put it in there, like, that little red thing goes, shoots into your eyeball, right? And it turned into, like, some super strong, super crazy dude. That you, Coda? I think that's Coda. That's Coda's drawing. I know that. Anyway, it led to, now you threw me off. God damn it. I forgot. Shit. Oh yeah. He had to shoot it into his eyeball, and it turned into like a super crazy, superhuman being. You know, like what happened with that hand over fist in that heavy metal, right? He was that little scrawny guy, and he was testifying against that one guy and says he's a double dealing, no good, backstabbing, you know, whatever, you know. He turned into a giant monster. He run the chase of the guy, and he kind of turned into that, you know. And something happens. He sees he goes there and he turns into like a crazy guy. There's like a big shootout in the bar. And it's pretty cool. And you see Cowboy Bebop, just walking, just observing stuff. I'm not upset with you. I'm not upset with you. Okay, I'm not upset with you. I'm upset with the other guy. Now, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not upset with you. The other guy. That's the other guy, not you. Uh, Not you at all. And what happened was, now I fucking forgot. But what fucking happened was, shit. Um, he meets up with that girl, right? And she's like carrying her groceries and stuff like that. And then he chose to help her though, and he's hungry though, right? And she drops all these groceries. And I guess he puts like this giant sub in her mouth, yeah. You know who I'm mad at. He put like this giant sub in his mouth, like blah, 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 and then he ends up taking it out and say, "Hey, here's your sub." I don't want that back. And he gives her all these other things that he took from her. And all of a sudden, her boyfriend, that big guy, then he got the bounty out, like grabs her on that. Yeah, you're good for a thief, right there, right? And they fight. I think he makes it out and goes away, but he takes that one vial of that drug he has with him. Let me see something real quick. Something's going on. That's Bergs right there. Let me see what's going on. Hold on. Let me mute. Gotta mute. Hold on. It's not you. It's the other guy. That's all. She's not happy with what's going on over there. All she has to do is watch those videos, That's all. I like that. I talked to Jasmine about it. I like Jasmine. And she's nice to me, and I'm nice to her. Never did anything to hurt Jasmine at all. Anyways, he goes on his ship, right? And they showed that one guy, hey, look what I got. And he took that thing from you. It wasn't, yeah. It wasn't about you, it was about someone else. Don't twist my words. And what happened was she had like this whole big thing of that, and then she confronted that guy, and he knew him though from back in the day. He says, "Hey, that's who I am." He said, "Aren't you? Why are you still bounty hunting? That's not going to make you enough money." And yeah, it is. And then I think he shot that one thing of that drug, the vial of the drugs, right? And then you see her like she got to shoot with the cops, and a whole bunch spilled out, and said, "You got to be careful. We're going to be destroyed. You lose all that stuff." You know the man. You'll just fake it like everyone else fakes it. There. Like I said, I'm not dealing with that shit. Like I said, they go escape, and then the cops are after him, right? And so, oh, no, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. And then she actually shoots the guy, right? And then the cops just shoot off the ship, and then you see her like drifting back. And that's pretty much the end of the show. They wrap up and they go away. I thought it was fantastic. I really liked the show. I thought I'd give it like a 9 out of 10. I thought it was brilliant. I love the way, I love the music in it. I love the look of the film. It's really, really cool. You know, I thought it was a great movie. I really cared about it. I mean, I really liked it. So who's cosplaying Duck? What's that? Oh, that's different. How many views do you have on something? Oh, gotcha. But like I said, I mean, I'm not gonna have someone twist their luck. I mean, I know what I said. But like I said, I thought the show was great. I really liked the show a lot. I thought it was really cool. I don't know where Asuka went to, but I mean, it's definitely a show worth getting into and watching the show. I finished watching that. Like I said, there's a couple of shows that Only Murders in the Building. It get me focused on something else. And what else was there? There was shit. Well, Squid Game. There's season 2 and 3. Oh my god! And like I said, that Only Murders in the Building and Cowboy Bebop. So it's got something to keep up, following stuff. Oh man. But I mean, that's about it. I thought Cowboy Bebop was really good. I might go on for nostalgia another few minutes if anyone wanted to say something or whatever, what have you. You know. I mean, that's what's going on. Maybe I'll do some more videos tomorrow. I haven't really filmed anything. I mean, I did a couple like voiceover videos. My sister said something about Arthur Treacher maybe coming back or making a comeback. That'd be kind of cool. It's got to be better than Long John Silver. Long John Silver, I never had such problems, such incredible problems with Long John Silver's. Cause I mean, I used to love going there. And growing up, I loved that as a kid. Uh, we didn't have that in Germany. Well, there was none in Fort Bragg. We had a Bragg Boulevard, but there was no Long John Silver's there. Went to Fort Detrick, Maryland, and there was a Long John Silver's in the mall. I used to go there all the time. And after that, I used to go there a lot. I mean, going back home. And I went up to like 2009. 2009, my dad had a bad experience with this one hag. She was this hag that worked there. This horrible lady. And my dad said, we ain't ever going back here again. And I was like there for like 5 years. I was doing like my food reviews. I started in 2013. I was like, maybe we'll go back to Long John Silver and try it a few times. And it was horrible the way they changed things around so much. I used to get like the number 5. It was like the it was like the fish and chicken dinner. I think it was like 2 pieces of fish, 2 or 3 chicken planks, and it came with the hush puppies, fries, and coleslaw, and a drink. And then they had the thing when you get the malt vinegar poured on there, you know. And it was fantastic. I loved it. I loved that stuff. And then the other few times I went there, it was like, I don't know what they did. A lot of times it wasn't very good. And Long John Silver's used to always be good. So I would like to see, I mean, because I've only been to Arthur Treacher's a couple times. Let me see if I can find, oh God, it's way back in the past. My sister sent me that. All right, let me see if I can find it. Let me see. I don't know if I can find it all. I mean, my sister sent me a whole bunch of crap. Let's see if I can find. I mean, a whole bunch of ordering stuff. A whole bunch of fighting, you know. I don't want to go through that either. What's this? Oh, here it is. A Central Ohio Fish and Chips Eatery is closing to make way for a return of Arthur Treacher, the chain attempting a comeback after shutting hundreds of U.S. locations years ago. That'll be cool. 1970s Fish and Chips. Yeah, I got to do a video about that. Central Ohio. I mean, I don't know if it's just going to be in Ohio or what. That would be fucking cool. Really fucking cool. Hey, you got a couple of people now. Let me look that up. There's some stories about on here too, but let me look up on the thing in here. Oh, because that Long John Silver's is tanking. Let's see. Okay. Oh, Nathan's famous for relaunching the brand of Arthur Treacher's. New outlets are popping up, including a third location in Cleveland Heights. That's cool. I don't know if there would be some in the PA. I hope they would be. You know, I'd definitely go there. We had one. There was one in Sharon, PA we didn't go to. My sister saw it. We never went there, though. Wow. Oh, that's good. And not Arthur Treacher, not Arthur Treacher's. Yeah, the building became Arthur Treacher. It had the same look. It's going to be back to being one. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, I should do like something about that because I liked Arthur Treacher. That'd be really effing cool comeback, you know, video. Let's do 33. Let's do 33:45. See if anyone pops in, you know. I'm not gonna have what's his face twist my words. I know what I said to Jasmine. I have it on Discord. Let me make sure. I have the thing down right here. I have it right here. Yeah. And yeah, Samuel it made me so angry. I said Cody was on panel. That's all I said. yeah. It's I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything. That's the truth. I only mentioned you because you were on panel. That's all I mentioned you. All right? Well, you're not going to twist my words. It's not right. Tired of people doing that shit. Bad enough no one believes me in the first place. But that's the fucking truth. Yeah, she's not happy with what's going on. It's all bullshit. Needs to grow up. Definitely need to fucking grow up. Think I'm a dumbbell? I'm not. Well, I think I can see if I have to be subbed to her. Yeah, I am. That's what I thought. Like I said, that's what's going on. No one's going to twist my words. None of that bullshit. I have it all here, too. It said one thing, one name once. He knows what's going on. Let me go back over here. I'm banning you, big baby. I'm gonna be happy with this bullshit. That's all. Yeah, now you're done. Let's do 3546 and see if he comes back. We'll come back to. Oh shit! Where's that? Oh, not this. Comes back. Comes back. We don't. He don't. I ain't putting up no bullshit. 3546, baby. Let me see something real quick. I'm just tired of all the bullshit, man. I have a voice too. What's Berg's doing now? I still know Bergs. Might go and say hi to him. Mm. Okay, I'll go 3546, man. Like I said, give Cowboy BEBOP right now 9 out of 10. It's probably be a perfect 10 out of 10. I want to watch some more episodes first. Hope you like this video. Like the next time, please take care and believe it. Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night.